got to be careful. Secret might just slaughter you and then run you down.
So some cool preparations. And their heroes also benefit super highly and specifically from if Rubik gets any of those Grimstroke spells, right? Ember, PA, Slardar.
No, there's definitely some lovely things to be had there.
While we see on the OG side, they also react.
Top lane.
OG.
That's your first blood. Lovely little grab there onto N0tail. Steps a bit too far forward. Zai's going to be able to force Sumail to jump back as well. But yeah, N0tail getting a little out of position, and YapzOr and Zai able to run him down. To time the telekinesis in a way that Sumail is not able to blink strike in and get the use of that ink swell off perfectly. Zai does find an opportunity to run down N0tail, though, yet again. Another bash connects, and it's a second time where N0tail just being caught a little too far forward. He has to be careful. Zai's able to run him down multiple times and just bash him off the game.
Like washes in a way. Mid, after like the start, you imagine the mid one's going to do pretty well, and bottom it's just his trade farm. Now Matumba is getting low though, and Saxa jumps forward.
Yeah, he's already used his spells. No dives available. He's tanking the tower. Saxa will go down. The third kill's picked up for Secret. Seb also going to take a few tower hits there. Matu and Puppy are wanting to stick around in the lane.
The Slardar and PA, you're imagining, yeah, of course, it's because of that high armor. He's also going to add a good lockdown for his team.
He's in with the gank. He's moved down bottom. He's able to set up for a kill onto Saxa. Matu keeping himself hidden quite nicely, but mid one, he's persistent, and he will find him. Finding Matu in the trees. Matu's able to jump over. There is an Astral Step and soon to be 2 charges available on mid one. Jumps in with the first one. Disruption will be there, but Matu, he's already going to go down. Mid one with this rotation, securing them 2 kills, maybe even a second one onto Puppy, as Puppy is surrounded by Seb and mid one in the trees. Puppy trying his best with the jukes. Mid one's still got another charge of the step, ready to zip through him, as Puppy will almost certainly fall. Pops the stick charges, it will not save him. Mid one, despite the ping, he played mid perfectly, and the rotations, they're coming brilliantly. Nisha is able to make the use of the space given, and that is indeed a very early tier 1 tower to be taken just 7 minutes in.
Trade with, and now the rotation's coming out from Nisha, which is a little bit more natural for him right after the tower. Catches Saxa with the chains that he levels up.
Saxa, he's got to be burning down. Another remnant from Nisha finishes the job. Get a bite on one another. Maybe if Nisha can find the change, they can go. Nisha still wanting to play aggressive with this Arcane Rune. Daggering onto Seb. Still got a bit of a duration left on the Dragon Form. Nisha getting caught by the Remnant. Trap back, but the defensive disruption keeps him safe. And now with the numbers, Secret are able to overrun OG. They move over towards N0tail. Now they turn their attention towards mid one. Nisha, he's got the chains back up. The remainder of that Arcane Rune really paying off for him. As mid one still trying to run. Nisha's been able to bring him low. Matu committing with the dagger. Over he goes with the Dissimulate. Mid one goes in aggressively, but he's straight into a chain. Matu's able to turn and crit him down, but Matu will fall for his efforts, and Puppy also ticks down to the damage of the Dragon Form from Seb. Nisha hiding in the trees. Sumail, has he got the damage to take him? Chains will stop Sumail from jumping around any further, but the vision's there from that ward. He's able to close the gap. Nisha throwing down a Remnant to jump over. If Seb can find the Breathe High, it should bring him down, and it will. Seb's able to get the angle. They do kill off Nisha's Ember Spirit, and they should be able to finish off this tier 1 bot.
Up for himself too for the Slaughter, so that's pretty nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Needs the mana for the sprint now, of course, because it costs that and just that little bit more movement speed. He's level 6 now too, so Sumail has to be careful when he shows face.
Yeah, he does. You can see already just jumping around, a little wary of giving Zai the opportunity to go for that corrosive haze. They're actually going to try and jump in onto Zai, and despite Zai having the backup, Zai's in trouble. A disruption comes into play, but he's been surrounded. Zai gets one further crush up, but he falls. Secret unable to help him. Puppy has to bail, and so does YapzOr. Despite trying to set up there with their 2 supports, OG were prepared, and Sumail's able to make the jump onto Zai before Secret can make a move themselves.
Here that they're doing. Who are they going to find? It's going to just be Puppy.
Yeah, that's the easy one to find. Disruption buys him a little bit of time, but a quick nuke from both mid one and N0tail finishes off the kill.
He has to back up and hide it in the trees.
I'll see mid. Looks like we're going to see another bit of action here. Nisha. Remnant will grab him. Mid one's able to find that angle. Nisha does still have Remnants to play with. He jumps over. You see mid one, they're trying to predict where Nisha was to head to. Nisha's still alive, but Puppy will fall. Again, OG, they are keeping the aggression very, very high at the moment, and will be able to continue to take this tier 1 tower down bottom. Space does continue to be there on the side lanes for Zai, and on the bottom lane, Matu was able to start finding some farm, but Sumail shows himself, and still both of these carries closing in very good timing on these all-important items, the Diffusal and the Desolator.
He's so scared bottom. Like, look at Matumba's positioning this whole time because of the way OG approached these last few moments, this last like 2 minutes, the way they went into the enemy jungle. You could expect there might be a ward somewhere around there, and then they just went straight for the mid tower. But he still didn't see the Riki, and he still hadn't seen No Tail for some time. So he knows that there's just a chance of that Inkswalk combo. Has to be cautious.
Until they start getting points in the smoke screen on Riki, it is unlikely that the Dragon Tail stun's going to be enough to hold him in. They do find Yapsor.
Very quick blink there.
More here.
That was very nice by Seb.
Between their elements of crowd control and of course the spirits from the Phoenix, always an issue.
They're trying for him down bottom. They've got the dust.
And he is alone. They are TPing over towards the outpost, OG, to try and help out. You are seeing, indeed, as you say, that high armor on the Riki come into play there, giving him extra time to jump around and juke them out. And Sumail, he's actually been able to run away by the looks of it. Now the time has been there for No Tail and Mid One to turn up. They're in with the Soul Band. They're going to be able to turn it. OG turn it around. Mid One picks up the double kill. They just couldn't kill Sumail. And yeah, you really did say, no, this Riki sits on 15 armor for Sumail. See if they get the lead in here. This initiation onto Seb. And it's going to be attempted. Mid One's already coming in from the side. They get the stun onto No Tail, but No Tail's fine. Chains out both onto Seb and Mid One. They lead forward, but Seb turns with the Dragon Tail onto Nisha. Zai jumps forward. The Supernova out as well on the high ground. It's a great positioning. It's going to force Secret to think twice about trying to fight this. The Supernova stun eclipse both Nisha and Puppey, allowing Sumail to jump over towards the Shadow Demon, over towards the Ember. There's 3 dead, 4 dead on Secret. An excellent hold there from OG as they stand strong, take the fight. Saxa finding an excellent position for that Supernova up on the high ground, where Secret, they just didn't have an answer to it. They could not get in position to deal with it, and the decision to retreat, it came all but too late.
But Zai's been forced to go for a drum now too. He had the blink queued up, and they're feeling like they need to be able to do something to respond. But I mean, OG's just running them over. Yeah,
the OG's lineup is just so deadly right now. And mid lane, Seb has found the lead in for another free kill onto Yapsor. The catch is there. OG, they're playing so fast right now. It's 20-6, a 7k lead. Now, Mid One, honestly, we really cannot commend the man enough here. Playing on ping, he's 5-1-10, and his Void Spirit performance so far, it's been brilliant.
Good game, too, to get such an early blink, and he's made a lot of plays out of it, too. So, yeah, it's been a lot of good teamwork coming out of OG. It might lose No Tail, Nisha, getting aggressive.
Yeah, he can't quite commit for Saxa, knowing that Saxa has the Supernova. So we'll let Saxa be. Mid lane, Zai trying to hold on to this tier 2.
Secret just very single target oriented.
Let's see what they can catch. The smoke does dispel it. In fact, there's going to be the quick jump from Seb. He's instantly in onto Nisha. Nisha wasn't ready, and Nisha is dead. The Supernova will get popped. There'll be a buyback for Nisha, because his team, they need it. Zai, he's trying to fight up against Mid One and Seb in the river. Sumail has been found, but a jump back to safety. Sumail will get out of there, but Zai, he finds the opportunity to get in with a corrosive phase and to set up for Sumail to go down. They'll turn their attention over towards Seb. This buyback for Nisha, allowing them to join forces and move back in. But Nisha, he's got to be careful. He's been soulbound. Have they got the silence followed? They have. The silence is there onto the two of them. Mid One, he's going to have an issue at the pulse in a couple of seconds. They've got to be prepared for this silence to assimilate into the resonant pulse. He's silenced yet again. The Remnant pulls him in. Mid One, this man's insane. He's got himself a triple. He's over towards Puppey. Puppey, he's getting smashed. Mid One hits back at Secret. It's an ultra kill for the man playing on 200 ping. And I can't quite believe this. 10, 1, and 11. Honestly, what the hell were OG not doing, not playing with this man? Who gives a shit about the ping when he can play this damn good on it?
He's still like pretty much top of net worth with the DK. So very impressive for him.
Puppey, he's moving in on this. Seb's going to be able to jump over him, turn towards Zai with the Dragon Tail stun. The Supernova's out. Zai's got to run, but the Diffusal Blade slowing down. Zai will fall as well. Double kill for Sumail. OG just continuing the slaughter. Maybe Mid One's just a guy.
Maybe Mid One's I think he's just
that's also very likely.
He's fueled by the ping, if anything.
Oh, yeah. You see on the mid, they get the silence onto Nisha. Still able to make the jump out. Secret will be able to retreat to the high ground. I think, if anything, he's just not getting the BKB now because he realizes he's going to need both. He's going to have to go for the BKB after the yours. But of course, that still doesn't feel great. Mid lane, he just walks in straight into a smoke screen. Nisha's just been locked down. There's no way to play out of this one. The Supernova's out. Seb doesn't get focused by Matu. Matu commits with the BKB. Will be able to bring down the DK. So Matu able to finally use his power to take down one of the cores of OG, and that will put OG off from pushing for more. He is also a very tanky hero. Maybe not tanky enough though. Mid One. Using the Remnant as well to try and put the PA off from jumping for more. As Matthew's got to be careful. Hasn't got his BKB available for 30 seconds. The turn with the sun round to Puppey. Throws the dagger back onto Samel. Mid one. He's committing in for this. He's playing aggro. He wants to use this Aegis. Does get it popped. They kill off Sai. Matthew has to jump up to the high ground. Mid one. He's ready to dive for more. He's able to get in. Slides in with the Astro Step. Pulls Puppey back in with the Remnant. Not quite enough burst to kill Puppey. Puppey will live this time.
But they get dissuaded.
Seb, he's going to start punching back. And Sai, for his efforts, he's going to pay with his life. Sai will fall. Matsu's trying to go to the BKB. He's in onto Mid one, but Mid one's still got the dissimulate. Jumps over to the side. He's also got an Astro Step charge. Good to go. He's out of there. They turn with the Soul Bind, and Matsu's trying to commit with this BKB onto the Dragonite. But the BKB ends, and Mid one, he instantly has the control in place. The Ether Remnant was already laid down, so as soon as the PA came out of the BKB, Matsu got pulled aside by it. It's 4 dead on Secret. Yet again, OG, they're just winning every single team fight right now. Mid one is 13-1-15. This game just continues to get better and better for OG.
Supports to just get everything off on them as well as mid one. Now they can go toward that mid, and that's a big. That's probably the nail in the coffin for this one.
I don't see anywhere the Secret turn this one. I think if anything, just out of respect to the mid one plays this game, you sort of just tap out. You can see there. You say, look. Well, you guys got us here in this game too. We're going to have to come back with something different in game 3. As OG, they are certainly doing it here in the second game. These racks proving to be very hard for Secret to defend. They push him off the range racks. Samel does get corrosive haste, and with the respawns, OG do respect it. I say that mid one he jumped straight back in.
Very mid one-esque right there.
Look at the chains on him. So buyback as well from Puppey. They really want to kill off this Void Spirit, but they won't be able to. He's out of there. Far too slippery for them to deal with.
They'll smoke. They'll play it safe just on that buyback. The majority of the damage was done. They didn't get the melee racks, but Secret fully on the defensive. And OG, now they can try to reinitiate.
Yeah, they certainly can. In they go straight away. BKB pop from Matu. Tries to go in for Samel, but Samel's able to jump up with the Trickster trade. Mid one commits onto the backlines. Mid one's already taken out both supports. He gets out of there. Matu tries to commit, but the Halberd comes in. He's been disarmed. He's got to get out. The Supernova's burning down. They'll tap it out. This game is over. GG is called. OG are going to be the ones to take game 2 with Mid one turning up. 16-1-15 on the mid Void Spirit despite playing on 200 ping at 4 AM in the morning.